Dart Sativ. Wonder if that's like German or something for Darth. I don't know. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the Gerbil, timestamps in the description. And in today's little GAC roundup, we've got, well, my opponent is I don't know, he's about 600,000 points GP below me, but wow, 3 GLs. Kenobi, Sith Eternal, Slicker. I'm really getting tired of this. 3 versus 1, but whatever, we'll make the best of it. Here we go. He did not put any on defense. Probably did in the back wall. Let's see here. What the hell is that? Director Krennic? Okay, let's start with First Order. As we've recently discovered, Wampa Womp hard on First Order. So this should just be free banners right here, 69 banners. So I've been contemplating more about Wampa and the whole function of Omicrons, just as a concept in the game. Omicrons are, as we know, CG's method of providing extra utility on seldomly used characters. Admiral Ackbar, Wampa, Princess Leia, T3, Phasma. And outside of Grand Arena, most people don't care. Yep, see, 69 plus the win. Most people don't really care too much about them. Grand Arena is where the crystals are, that's where the money is. You know, when the famous bank robber Eddie Sutton was finally captured and they asked him, why did you rob banks? Reportedly, he said, that's where the money is. Duh, so we go where the money is. This is a good one. Ackbar versus Krennic. This is, I think, the first time I've seen Krennic on defense. Oh, and by the way, I recently took Princess Leia to Relic 7. Not in this GAC, so I'll talk about it next time I can. But, man, I've got her offense up. I've got her offense up over 10,000 now. And with R2 and other stuff, she should be hitting so hard. Here, she's still Relic 5. And she was just hitting that Royal Guard for 20,000 damage. Not a lot, but it was 20 times 3, which is 60. So, I mean, it's pretty good. And when I get her Omicron, I'm convinced this will be a 60 banner win right here, or 65 banner win here. Because that would be plus 5%, you know, protection gain on each one of those hits. Not just that, I've also got Stormtrooper Han on his way up. He's almost gear 13. I cannot wait to get him up there. Because he also recovers protection, right? So it should be pretty fun. What were we talking about? Omicrons, right. So Omicrons. So the #1 use of Omicrons is obviously in Grand Arena. If you go to SWGOH.gg, you can see all the Omicrons that have been deployed, how many people have them, on what unit, and overwhelmingly they are on the Grand Arena teams. Not surprising. So of those, I've watched Arnold's top Omicrons recommendations and Cubs fans and a few others, and most people tend to put Star Killer at the top, and that might be true. I don't have Star Killer. I cannot attest to that. But I'm still contemplating the purpose of them. And the purpose of them is to help you win matches, to get crystals. And while Star Killer is undoubtedly going to help you win matches, he still requires supporting units, a team. Wampa does not. Wampa is solo. Wampa is 1 unit beating 5. Now, he may not be going up against the highest, most mightiest teams out there, but he's wamping up a team every GAC for me now, and for the foreseeable future. There's always a viable target or meal for Wampa to eat. So when you look at it from an efficiency perspective, do you put an Omicron on a character who will still require additional support? Or do you put an Omicron on a character who can then go out and solo and guarantee bonus points Because in a team, 65 is your most. I mean, yeah, you could undersize it with 3 or 4, but for the most part, a squad of 5, 65 banners is your max, but a solo unit potentially is going to get 69 plus 4. And since there's so little variance in banners won or lost in the higher levels, those 4 can be super helpful. Whereas right there, Gash just lost 12. Ugh. I have a whole new appreciation for double auto-taunting tanks with Qui-Gon Jinn. Hit again SWGOH.gg and look at the counters that people are using against Qui-Gon Jinn with Kayada and Kenobi, and it's consistently nothing but Bad Batch and Sith Eternal. And there's a reason for that, as you just watched. I don't have Kayada, but I do have Kenobi. I think I'm going to mix that team up a little bit. So yeah, so the Omicrons, I think that when you really break it down and try to contemplate the nature of the value of the Omicron, I think Wampa is by far the most efficient because it frees up other characters to be used elsewhere. You have potential for +4 banners, but also potential for +4 characters that would have otherwise been used in a 5-person squad. Now they're not. So if you look at it as a character attrition, irrespective of the banners, it gives you a +4 character advantage. I mean, hypothetically, you enter the round, you and your opponent have the same number of Relic 13 characters. Wampa gives you a +4 advantage. Something to consider. My little gerblet has just entered. Where are we going?
Go to Ewoks.
Hey, little gerblet, say hi to the audience.
Hi.
What's your name?
Leo.
How old are you?
3.
He's 3. He's my young one. So you want to go play later? And that's Mrs. Gerblet. Excuse me, that's Mrs. Gerbil. Gosh, you all listening are the Gerblets. Get it right, huh, Dad? Leo, who's your favorite character in Star Wars?
Yeah.
The robot?
Yeah.
Say it. Tell
Robot.
everyone. The robot. Which robot? The gold one or the shiny round one?
Gold one.
The gold one. Of course. He's practically an Ewok. He's about their size. So, he likes C-3PO. Go figure. You know, one more thought about Wampa Omicron is that the Star Killer character in this game does not even need the Omicron to be highly effective, to be an absolute monster on the battlefield. So adding the Omicron to him is like making something incredibly good +1 or +2 or 3, I don't know. But the Wampa is like taking your bench players and suddenly elevating them up to all-star team. Again, you're getting more utility out of it. So just something to consider. So this GAC is obviously going quite well. I've never put Malak up against Nest, and I've never even researched it. I mean, I can't see any reason why Malak would struggle against Nest, but you just never know. Like, Nest has that... Nest can stun. We can stun Malak down. But I feel confident in this one. I'm just going to hit automatic and let it run. So what's new in the world? Now over at Capital Games, CG Doja is announcing his retirement from community liaison or manager. I don't know his official title. And I think that's actually a good thing. Not that I have anything against Doja. I have nothing against him. But that new blood, new personalities often help to reinvigorate things. And CG has already said the position is not being replaced. Doja said that he is not being abolished, I mean. The position is being replaced. So that's good. They're not downsizing, it appears. And hopefully a new person can bring in some new ideas, some new community involvement. And there, as we saw, Darth, oh, I've lost his name. I have to go look it up again. My opponent here did not put not even one of his 3 GLs on defense. So I've said this in the previous vids, and I'm going to reiterate it. You must look at your opponent's rosters before you start, when you place your defense, if you want to win. Now, he might beat me, probably will, if he's hyper efficient on his offense also, because he's got 3 GLs at his disposal. And all 3 of them have the potential to solo some of my defense teams. But I also have soloing teams with Malak and Wampa and so forth. I think he'll probably beat me. We'll have to see. But I have an equal shot or more of winning because of the defensive choices he put and by not putting one of these GLs on defense. He should have put 1 or 2 of them because I only have 1. If he had put 2 of them, he increases his chance of winning this round by a magnitude. For example, if he had put Kenobi on defense, which should be on defense no matter what, it's probably, Kenobi has got to be the hardest team in the game to beat. My Jedi Master Luke is required to go against him. And there I have about a 65 to 75% chance of winning, I think. In Arena, I have really, really good track records, but I found in GAC, for whatever reason, it just doesn't work out all that well. I'm going to pause that discussion here to talk about CLS versus Kylo Ren. Man, that health recovery on the Rens is insane, but CLS will eventually punch through. How or why, I don't know. I don't understand the mechanics here. Never tried to look it up. But it has a really interesting, unexpected consequence for CLS. It's that you get an opportunity to recover your health and protection right there. That if I had won that earlier, would have been 61 banners. But because I saved Kylo Ren for last, you can just pound, 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 pound. If you set it to basics only, you can often get yourself back up to full banners, 65. Little trick. It's kind of cool. Anyway, what were we talking about? GLs on defense. Yeah, when you outnumber them, put them on defense. So, anyway. If you had put Kenobi there, I would have had to take on Kenobi with Jedi Master Luke. Then he would have had somebody else, be it Slicker or Sith Eternal. Sith Eternal, I might be able to defeat with General Grievous or Gas, but not likely with Gas. But it would probably have to be a 2 or 3 shot. And that's all you need in the Kyber, in the high levels, Kyber 2, Kyber 3, probably Kyber 4. You only need 1 or 2 losses to lose an event. So saving all of these GLs for offense is interesting. Yeah, you get that potential 69 banners, but again, let's look at utility and efficiency. If you can get 69 banners versus a full squad of 5 without a GL beating somebody, you could still get 65. Let's pretend you don't do so well and you get 60. Okay, so 60 banners with a 5-person team versus a solo GL 69. You got a difference of 9. Plus 9 banners. Congratulations, pat yourself on the back. However, had that GL been on defense and managed to hold because your opponent only has 1 GL, what's the difference? The difference is that they lose, what is it, 20 or 25 banners for having to 2-shot a team? Right? Which would you rather do? Take 25 banners away from your opponent or net yourself plus 9 banners? Or whatever. I mean, it's pretty simple math. You want to hold on defense more than you want max banners on offense. You really do. So, anyway, I think I've rambled enough. I'm going to let this go. And we're going to go ahead and full clear this fella. He's got Executor in the back. And the first TIE Echelon I've seen in combat. There's a TIE Echelon back there with a 5 or 6 relic pilot. And my rebels treat it like a fly on the wall. In fact, it doesn't do anything initially. I didn't even realize what it was. I think I destroyed Kylo Ren first. Take out Kylo Ren, and then I'm like, oh, look, that's an interceptor. Huh. Or TIE Echelon, I mean. Interesting. But it was only 3 or 4 stars, so can't really make a judgment call yet. How many banners? 65? Whoop! Go Ewoks. All right. Jump ahead if you want to see it. Otherwise, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you enjoy this, and I'll keep making them. See you, folks. Bye-bye.